Okay. Indumati ji, can you please join?
Yes. Yes, I have joined.
Oh,
I have joined.
Namaste, Indumati ji.
Namaste.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
The only thing is that your light, if it is a little bit more on your face, it will be better.
Okay.
Maybe you can turn around or turn the light.
Is it okay?
No.
No. Wait.
I'll start introducing Indumati ji and tell why specially we invited her. Yeah, this is better, but light. Yes, this is really.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good. Indumati ji has completed her education as an MA English, MA Sanskrit, and she is the current Chancellor of Punarutthan Vidyapith. She is a teacher, writer, researcher, translator, compiler, and above all, a great thinker. And therefore, it is not a surprise that she received so many awards, recognitions, and of all those things, I did not know anything until I saw her book. A few years back, when I was thinking about food, nutrition, I was interested to find what did these thousands of years of Indian knowledge has put together about food. I could not find a single book which said, this is Aaahar Shastra. You have so many Shastras from the ancient times, but one thing is specifically missing was Aaahar Shastra. I spoke to Tilak Mahavidyalaya in Pune, which is one of the best known Ayurvedic colleges. They also could not suggest one single book. That's when I found Indumati ji's book called Aaahar Shastra. It was in Hindi and Gujarati, and I got the Hindi version from Ahmedabad. And with a little bit of knowledge in Hindi, I could easily follow the book. And that is the great contribution of hers. And therefore, I thought that she should give the knowledge that she has gained over the years and presented in the book to all of our members. Certainly, because she is having so much of knowledge and activity, it actually took, I think, 4 months for us to wait to get her. I contacted her 4 months back, and this is the only day that we could fix. With that, we all welcome Indumati ji for your presentation.
Thank you, sir. Namaste to all. I don't very much know the audience I have today, but I got some information from Honorable Srinivas Rao that these are the senior citizens living in USA or might be in some other countries, but originally Indians and South Asian countries. So I was watching the previous program and it was all Hindi. I also am not very well conversant with English because I have a habit of speaking and expressing myself in Hindi, Gujarati and Marathi, but still I'm trying to converse in English, and maybe in between we may converse in Hindi or Gujarati as it is needed, or if it is convenient. See, I am not a specialist in Aaahar Shastra. I work in the field of life science, life science, not in the sense of biology or botany or pranic shakti and all that. The life we live, the individual life as well as the universal life. I uh, 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 I think about it. I read about it. I go into research about it, and my special field is education. And we have two maxims for education. One is education is a lifelong process, and another education can be received, can be gathered everywhere and anywhere. These two maxims we are working in. The third one is when I talk about something, it is necessarily the Indian point of view. What Bharat has taught, what Bharat has practiced all over these thousand millenniums. Yeah, I talk about it and I work in that field only. So today, Ahara Shastra or the science of eating or the science of taking our nourishment from outside within us is necessary based on the principles of Ahara Shastra, that is Bharatiya Ahara Shastra. So first of all, there are three dimensions or three aspects about Ahara. One is physiological one, second is psychological, and the third is cultural. Apart from that, we eat not following the science necessarily. We eat following our tongue, our taste, our sense of taste. We follow it. And so we want the delicious food rather than the nourishing one. That is our priority. We ahar or eating has a very important place in our life, day-to-day life and the whole life. There is a maxim, everything revolves around the belly. So in daily life also, all our activities revolve around the belly, and therefore the food becomes the most important part of our life. And therefore we have to give the utmost importance to the activity of eating. And for that, I mentioned the three dimensions. One is physiological, another is psychological, and third one is cultural. Talking about the physiological dimension about food, there are some sutras, there are some laws or the rules about it, the things we have to take into consideration. One is the food should give the nourishment or the nutrition to our body. The physical health depends upon our food. Another accompanying factor is sleep, of course, but the more important is food. And for that, there are simple but important rules for that. One is eat only when you are really hungry. If we follow the tongue, if we follow our desire, we are habituated to eat even when we are not hungry, and that causes ill health. So the first one is eat only when you are really hungry. Another, there are timings. Well conversant with the cycle of the nature, cycle of the time. So the law is eat just before the midday, that is the 12 o'clock in the noon. At that time, the sunlight or the heat of the sun is the maximum, and the jatharagni, the heat in our belly, that digests the food, is also maximum. At that time, you have to give the ahuti to the Jatharagni, or you have to eat so that it gets digested well. So eat just before half an hour the midday. In the same way, eat just before the sunset. That also keeps us healthy. Eating at midnight, eating at the late hours of night is prohibited. It is not good for health. See, convenience is another thing. Helplessness is another thing. Comfort is another thing. But the science and the need of our body is just another thing. So these are the medicines that eat in the afternoon. It should be at noon only, not afternoon. It should be before sunset. If you cannot follow it, just don't follow it. But then the science will not say that, okay, don't eat if you cannot. No, you have to eat if you want to keep yourself healthy. Another is the material we are eating, it should be pure and quality should be pure. Quality should be all right. The quality depends upon the seed from which the grains are grown. So one is purity, one is the quality of food. Another is there are laws of viruddha ahar, that two things do not go together. Two things do not match each other. If the two things are put together, they just oppose each other and destroy the quality. For example, there is a the big list of it. For example, milk and onion, milk and fruits, milk and masalas, milk and all spices do not go together. Or, for example, fruit salad, the milk fruit salad is not good for nutrition, but the curd fruit salad is good for our health. So there is a concept of viruddha ahar, and we have to follow it. We get so much information about viruddha ahar in Ayurveda Shastra. So one is the concept of viruddha ahar. We have to keep ourselves away from it. Another is the process, the vessels, and the way of eating. We have to look for it. We have to be careful about it. For example, uh, aluminium, plastic, uh, these two things are very much against the law. I mean, they should not be used while preparing the food. They destroy the nutritional value of the food. But steel, of course, is not so much good. Maybe it is neutral, but plastic and aluminum, they are not good. Uh, again, you will not, no, not that you may not accept, not that you may not agree, but you may not accept, or you may think it is very much impractical. But the most important thing is pressure cooker, microwave, mixer, grinder, churner, and all other such things are very much against the nutritional value of the food. Of course, you may say that we cannot prepare our food without these machines, these things. But in Bharat, we have been habituated to replace all these machines by the natural process of grinding and churning and all these things. And most of you, if you have, if you do remember your life and your way of life or lifestyle in Bharat, you must be aware of it. And all these machines are very much against our nutritional value because they just destroy them. The process they churn and the process they grind and the process the process the things undergo is against the nutrition. Again the style of eating. See, we are not habituated to sit on the ground with our folded legs, palthi. We are not accustomed to it. Even psychologically, we do not like it. But again, the law says, the physiological law says, the law of health says that if you keep your legs while sitting in the chair, if you keep your legs straight, it is it decreases the strength of digesting the food. If you sit with closed, folded legs on the ground, it helps digest your food. So the sitting arrangement also counts. Again, eating. The season, as the time counts, the season also counts. The season, that is, for example, brinjals, onions, tomatoes, like this, and the green leaves. You you cannot eat in the monsoon. You cannot eat brinjals during the May. I mean the summer. Now the brinjals and all these things are to be eaten in winter only, when it is cold. It is not in the hot season, not in the rainy season. You cannot eat. And there are so many things which are good in one season but not good in the other one. So the season also counts. And we have so many proverbs in Gujarati, proverbs in Hindi, that this should not be eaten at this time of the day, this time of the year. For example, the mooli, the curd should not be eaten after sunset. So in the same way, milk should not be drunk after sunrise and before sunset. The daytime is not for milk. The night time is not for curd. So the time of the day, time of the year also counts for eating. So these are the physiological things. Just under, do not go to sleep before digest your food taken in the evening. If you go to sleep before the food is digested, you are prone for the bad health. Again, while eating, you do not drink water just before you eat. Just after you have finished your meal, have some water, a very little water. Meanwhile, in the middle of your meal, just a glass full of water after 1 hour of the meals. So this also counts. This also counts. Eat less than your hunger. When you feel like eating 2 bites more, stop there. Keep keep some empty place in your stomach, and let it get digested well. So these are some of the laws. There are many more, but within this short time, we have to think about these few things only, because the psychological aspect is even more important. The psychological aspect is, we have to we have to develop the Swad Sanyam, have restrained on your taste habits. Of course, the food should be delicious, tasty, and we should be pleased. We should be happy looking at even the food, but then have some restraint over the sense of the taste. So that is the first thing. Then psychological aspect is do not blame, do not blame the food. Be happy with what you are eating. Feel that it is good. Then, while preparing the food, you must think about the person who is eating, the persons you are preparing food for. If you have good, uh, good feelings and you prepare food with love and the concern for the person who is eating, he becomes mentally healthy. The food has effect, the food influences our physical body as well as our mental body. The feelings and emotions are also influenced by the food we eat. The gross part of the food has the influence over our physical body. The subtle part of the food has the influence of on our mental body, that is the feelings and the emotions. And both together, if they go together, if they are in accordance with each other, that if there is a samanvay between the two, it nourishes the intellect also. Psychologically speaking, there are three types of food. One is sattvic ahar, that nourishes the emotions and feelings and the virtues, make us virtuous. And the virtue, the feelings and the emotions cause the health body, physical body health also. Sattvic ahar. Another is rajas ahar. And the third one is tamas ahar. Tamas ahar causes the sleep and the laziness and the depression and the frustration and the disappointment like that. The rajas ahar causes dukkha, shoka, ill health. And the sattvic ahar causes, increases our life, ayuh, increases our inner strength, increases our health, increases our happiness, and makes us happy and blissful. That is the psychological quality of our food. And that is the very specific to Indians, that food should be not only paustic, that is not only nutritious, but it should be sattvic also. The sacredness, the piousness, piety goes with the psychological aspect of food. It should be sattvic. The concept of sattvic ahar is necessarily the Indian concept of food. And there is the Shri Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita says about sattvic ahar, आयुः सत्व बलारोग्य सुख प्रीति विवर्धनाः रस्याः स्निग्धाः स्थिराः हृद्याः आहारः सात्विक प्रियाः. The people who love such type of food, that is ayuhu, that is life, the age, sattva, that is the inner strength, ayu sattva bala, that is the strength, arogya, that is health, sukha, that is happiness, preeti, that is the prasannata, that is we are very joyful, the joy. Vivardhanaha, it increases all these qualities. Rasyaha, snigdaha, that is oil and ghee. That is the snigdha ahar. Rasyaha, that is the food is converted into rasa and then rakta, that is blood, when it is digested. So this is Rasya Snigdha Sthira. That is, we become calm and sthira, not a chanchala. Hmm? Rasya Snigdha Sthira Hridya. That we feel very happy, we feel very joyful when we eat food, and it nourishes our mind and intellect, the heart, and it causes the bliss and joy in eating, joy in life, and joy and happiness in the company of others, joy and bliss for others, for the universe. That is a great psychological aspect of our eating. Upanishad says, Annam na nindyat, ninda na karo. Whatever comes to before us for eating, feel it good. Just appreciate it, and eat with good heart. So the law says, if you are full of grief, if you are feeling unhappy, if you are in a melancholy mood, if you are angry, if you are grieved, do not eat, because it converts it into poison. It is poisonous. Howsoever nutritious it is, howsoever sattvic it is, but your feelings, your emotions turns it into poison. So eat with a very joyful heart. Eat with happiness. Eat in good mood, and that will nourish your psychology, that will nourish your feelings, and that will make you virtuous and happy as well. Keep away from the tamasi ahar. It will make you lazy. It will make you sleepy. It will make you melancholy. Don't go for it. It will create anger in you. It will create excitement in you if you eat rajasa ahar. Very hot, very bitter, very sour. All these are uh, all these are rajas ahar. For example, onions and lasun, garlic is a tamas ahar, and the meat is of course amedya. That is not made for the human being. Is a tamasi ahar. So this is the psychological aspect of it. Then think, prepare food with love and concern for the person who is eating. And therefore, the Indian tradition says, the good feeling about the food says, don't go out and eat in the hotels where your mother has not prepared food for you. There is a proverb, Matru hastena bhojanam. When feed someone, prepare food for someone with the feeling of motherly feeling. The best bhojanam is matru hastena. The motherly preparing the food for the eater with the motherly feelings. That nourishes the psychology. That nourishes the intellect. That makes you virtuous. That makes you good. And the society needs good people rather than intelligent people, rather than rich people, rather than political people. The society needs good people. And the motherly attitude towards preparing the food is very much valuable in the human life. That is the great aspect, the psychological aspect of it. The third one is the cultural aspect. What is the cultural aspect? Look at the food as if you are worshipping God. It is the ahuti. So annam dhamma. Anna is God. Anna is devata. Don't insult it. Worship it. Worship it. Pay honor to it. Pay respect to it. It is not a material element. It's not only material. It is godly. So Annam is God. Annam is Devata. Annam is Paramatma. Annam Brahma. So that is the cultural aspect of food. Again, do not eat without sharing it with others. Do not eat without sharing with others. First, offer it to the Agni. Offer it to the fire which has made you prepare the food. So first ahuti is to Agni. Then offer it to the God. Offer it to any deity you have in your home and take it, receive it as prasadam. There is a difference between just meal and prasadam. Just the sweet and the prasadam. So you eat as if you are having the prasad from God. And that makes you really blissful in your life. So this is the attitude towards the Anna. This is the cultural aspect of Anna. First, give it to someone at least before you eat. Give it to someone. Share it with samvibhagi cha bandhushu. One you love, one you know, or one who is in need of food. It is the punya to you, not the charity for the other one. He is obliging you because you get punya by giving it to someone who needs food. So give it to someone, share it with someone without expecting anything anything from him. So, uh, sharing with others. Then sharing with the animals, sharing with animals. So in Bharat, we have the tradition that before we eat, we keep something aside, some portion of food aside for Gomata. Without offering it to Gomata, we never start our eating. After our meals are over, after we have taken our food, keep some portion for the dogs and other animals. Without them, don't eat without caring for animals around us. Then you keep some portion aside for the birds. Even the grains we offer to the birds. We keep water at our doorsteps or we keep water hanging outside the window for birds to drink water. So care for birds, animals, plants, everything. See, the soil, the earth gives us food. Annam. We get annam from the earth and so we call her Mother Earth. Without earth, without mitti, we cannot have the nourishment. We are made of Panchamahabhutas and we get our food from the soil, from the earth, and therefore she is our Mother Earth. We get our water from the rivers and therefore it is Jala Devata, it is Nadi, it is the river is Lokamata. It is our mother of the folk, mother of the praja. The, so we have the respect as we have for devatas, for the Mother Earth. We have the love and respect for the trees. It is said that when we go to the tree, we pray the God, pray the tree, please give us. We are hungry, we need the grains, we need our food, so please give us. and the plants and the trees and the earth and the rivers feel so happy. We are grateful towards them, and they are so happy that they give us more qualitative food. See, the if the trees and the soil and the rivers and the water and the sun, if they are pleased with us, if they experience the love and gratitude from us, they give us more qualitative fruits, more qualitative grains, and that nourishes our thinking and our attitude towards the society, our attitude towards the life, our attitude towards the universe become, becomes more and more full of love and full of gratitude. And so there is harmony between the universe and the human being, harmony between the nature and the human being. And if the universe is happy, we are happy. If the universe is pleased, it makes us pleased. And it gives us plenty, it gives us good, it gives us more tasty, more nourishing. It is like that. But if we go for the exploitation, the quality is lost, because the universe, the plants and the fruits and the soil and the water, they are displeased, they are unhappy, they are grieved, they are afraid of the human being, and therefore they just squeeze themselves. They just are afraid of the human being, and they do not give us the sattvic food, the nutritious food. So the cultural value is the relation with the food, the attitude towards the food, the attitude towards what we get from, and therefore love and respect, appreciation, and the gratitude towards the nature, the source of our food. So it is the cultural element. Again, culturally speaking, annadanam. So you go for charity. You feed someone. People around you should not be hungry when you have so many things to eat and much to eat. So annadanam is mahadanam. You have to go for charity. And then we celebrate with food. We celebrate all ceremonies with food only. So prasadam. So the process of preparing the food, the process of eating, the preparing the food, the giving the food, the cherishing the food, the appreciating the food, all these are the things we are very much, we have to keep it in our mind. So the Bharatiya Ahara Shastra is for the Arogya. Arogya is not getting these, keep disease away, remain swastha, remain healthy. But it is not only the physical health, it is the mental health also. Physiology and psychology both go together. Uh, Jaisa anna, vaisa man. As you eat, so you think. As you eat, so you feel. So physiological aspect and psychological aspect go hand in hand. In today, I mean, in these days, we do not value such things. We are not for it. For example, again, one more cultural value, the greatest one is in Bharat, our tradition is food is not sold and bought. It cannot be evaluated by money. It is to be given free. It is to be received free, because anna is above money. Hunger justifies your eating, not the money, not even the taste, the hunger. So what should be our priorities? If logically speaking, intelligently speaking, scientifically speaking, what should be the priorities? See, there are three aspects. Food is delicious, another it is nutritious, and third it is sattvic, that is nourishing the mental aspect. These three things are there. The most important is it should be sattvic. Secondly, it should be nutritious. And thirdly, it should be tasty or delicious. The intelligent person seeks for all three together. All three together. So, learn to prepare the delicious food. Again, it should be nutritious also. And again, it should be sattvic also. But if you have to let one thing go, don't go after taste. Go after nutritious and sattvic. If you have to if you have to select only one, it should be sattvic. And amusingly, sattvic food is necessarily nutritious, not the nutritious is necessarily the sattvic. So first is sattvic, so nutrition is taken care of. Then learn to prepare delicious one, which is sattvic. So we think about sacredness in it, piety in it, pavitrata in it, and you are happy physically and mentally. And you take into account the cultural aspect also. This is the harmonious life. This is the integral life, that you keep all the three aspects together. That is the physiological one, the psychological one, that is the individual thing, but individual life and the cultural values also. So you pay tribute to the culture, you pay tribute to the God, you pay tribute to yourself, and keep your physical and mental health intact. Then enjoy your food. Always, it is always said, enjoy your food. But it is not the taste that causes joy. It is the real hunger that causes the joy. It is the real love that causes the joy. Love for eating, love for preparing the food, love for distributing it to the others, love for the people who are hungry, love for your friends and your own dear ones. Share it with love and you get love from everyone. That is the important aspect of our eating habit. So it should be delicious, it should be paustic, that is nutritious, and it should be sattvic. Psychology, physiology, and cultural aspect. This is the science of eating comprises uh, of all these aspects. So let us think about it. It is not that we go for eating like animals. We go for eating like human beings, and we develop ourselves internally and be greater human beings. The food has such qualities in it that it makes you the animal. It it has the power to make you superhuman also, and have your external and internal development, the richness, the joy, richness of joy, the richness of happiness, the humanness of human being. It all depends upon the food. I think I have given you some sutras, some maxims about the food habits. Today, we go for convenience, we go for comfort, and we go for taste, and we go for all such worldly things, and we ignore the real scientific attitude about the attitude towards the food. But if we combine them together and prefer the science and make it convenient also, then we are intelligent. Intelligent people go for science first, and then uh, convenience should be sought in accordance with the science, in accordance with the health, in accordance with the human development of our personality. Keeping this in mind, I have given you some magazines about the food, about our eating habit. I stop here, and if it is necessary, if it is convenient, we may go for question and answers. Thank you very much.
Indumati ji, I have
Yes.
the first request.
Yes.
You said about Viruddha Ahar.
Yes.
We have 500 edible plant food items in our database.
Yes.
Can you please take that and with your knowledge tell us
Yes.
what are the Viruddha Ahar groups which should not be taken with what?
Yes. Uh, See, the sour fruits.
No. I don't want you to tell me now. I'll
Huh,
send you the list.
okay. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You send it to me, and I'll do it for you.
Thank you. Because that I will give it to all our members. Because when
Yes.
you said Viruddha Ahar, you can
Yes.
give some examples,
Yes.
but how will
Yeah.
we know if we get broccoli
Yes.
and something else?
Yes. So
So
I.
if you can
Yes.
give us
Yes.
that list, that will be good. That's all
Yes.
from my
Yes.
side.
Oh,
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Indumati ji. It was wonderful, make food with love, delicious, paustic, and sattvic food. That's wonderful. Yes, Neeru Patel ji has some question. Neeru Aunty ji, please unmute yourself.
Hi, Indumati ji. It was really nice. Changla lecture. बहुत ही अच्छा किया आपने. And I want to know, like Dr. Rao said, what food goes with what Viruddhahar. At the same time, you can put more picture, like getting old, we have a lot of skin problems or a lot of major problems with the health. What food is good and what food is not good. We would like to know that more too.
mm, of
Whenever
course,
you
I'm
have time.
okay. Of course, I'm not a doctor.
Right.
Not the medical doctor.
Right.
But skin problems are caused by the Viruddha Ahar. If you eat proteins along with milk, it is Viruddha Ahar. If you eat onions with milk, if you eat fruits along with milk, it is Viruddha Ahar. So the skin problems are caused by that. That is my little knowledge about it. I'm not a medical doctor.
Got it. Yeah, but I think I'm mixing something, so I have to watch it now. Whatever the Viruddhahara, because my skin problem hereditary from the grandmother, on and off increases, and it has relation to the food and stress. So I will watch it. I'll watch it. Thank you. So where can I see Viruddhahara on the computer, or where can we look more?
Yes. आयुर्वेद शास्त्र में बहुत सारी बातें हैं कि कौन सा आहार किससे विरुद्ध है. आयुर्वेद शास्त्र सिद्धांत भी देते हैं और उदाहरण भी देते हैं. There are examples also and the principles also. So we can go for Ayurveda Shastra and mainly Ashtanga Hridaya and Charaka Samhita.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bhav Prakash. Yes.
Yes, we
We
have
are happy.
Rita.
Yes.
Yes, we have Rita Koliji. She wants to ask some question. Rita auntie, please, yeah, go ahead.
नमस्ते इंदुमती जी, आपने जो बताया बहुत
जी।
ही नॉलेजेबल है और बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। कुछ
जी।
बातें जो हमें कभी नहीं पता थी, मुझे तो एटलीस्ट नहीं मालूम थी, मुझे बहुत पता लगा। थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग, यू आर रियली ए डॉक्टर ऑफ आहार एंड आई थैंक यू and I thank you Dr. Rao and I thank you India Home.
Yes, yes, yes. और ये छोटे बच्चों के बारे में तो इतना आवश्यक है, जैसे हम लोग हमेशा कहते हैं कि एकदम 5 साल से भी कम आयु के बच्चे हैं तो उनको चांदी के प्याले में ही दूध पिलाओ, प्लास्टिक की बोतल मत लाओ उनके लिए। तो ये जो चांदी का प्याला है, कांसे का प्याला है, मिट्टी का प्याला है, ये बहुत ही अच्छा होता है। तो चांदी के प्याले, if you really love your children, go for the silver cup. And if you have money, do not go for the plastic, go for the silver.
एक बात और कहनी थी, अगर आपकी जो पुस्तक है,
हाँ जी, उसका
हमें थोड़ा सा विवरण मिल जाए तो हम उसको बाय करना चाहूंगी।
हाँ,
डिटेल में।
हाँ जी, वो उस पुस्तक में सारे खाने के नियम बताए हैं। जैसे अभी मैंने कहा कि जैसा अन्न वैसा मन, उसी प्रकार से जैसा मन होता है वैसा ही अन्न का भी प्रभाव हो जाता है। जैसे अभी बताया, बहुत दुखी है, बहुत शोक में है, बहुत गुस्से में है, उस समय यदि कुछ खाया तो उसका कितना भी अच्छा खाना होगा तो उसका विष हो जाएगा। परंतु उसके सामने यदि आपके हृदय में बहुत प्रेम है तो विष का भी अमृत हो जाता है। मैं एक इतना अच्छा मैंने इसका उदाहरण पढ़ा था कि एक गुरुजी और उनके कुछ अनुयायी रास्ते से जा रहे थे। एक बहुत एक गरीब भक्त ने उनको अपने घर चाय पीने के लिए बुलाया, तो प्रेम से बुलाया, उसकी इच्छा थी, बहुत गरीब था, लेकिन गुरुजी और उसके अनुयायी गए तो उसकी माँ ने चाय बनाई सबके लिए। वो इतनी गंदगी थी, मैंने वो कपड़ा जिससे छाना वो भी गंदा था, प्याला वो भी गंदा था, लोग इतने हिचकिचा रहे थे चाय पीने में, लेकिन गुरुजी तो आनंद से पी गए और फिर बाकी सारे लोगों को भी पीना पड़ा। अब वहां से निकले तो रास्ते में जाते जाते सारे अनुयायियों को उल्टी हो गई, क्योंकि वो वास्तव में गंदा था। गुरुजी को उल्टी नहीं हुई। तो बाकी लोगों ने गुरुजी से पूछा कि अरे महाराज, हम लोगों ने तो चाय पी और हम नहीं, उल्टी हो गई, आपको कैसे नहीं हुई? तो गुरुजी ने कहा आप लोगों ने चाय पी, मैंने प्रेम पिया, तो फिर जिसने चाय को भी सही बना दिया, उसने मेरे पर उसका असर नहीं किया। तो जैसा मन होता है वैसा अन्न। आप प्रेम किसी के लिए बनाओ, प्रेम से खाओ, प्रेम से किसी ने दिया हुआ लो, तो इट टर्न्स द पॉइजन इनटू द नेक्टर। इवन इतना मन का प्रभाव होता है। इसीलिए हमारे उपनिषद कहते हैं अन्नम न निंद्यात, अन्न की निंदा कभी न करो। और therefore our children should be taught, जो थाली में आया वो अच्छा मानकर खाओ, पहले किसी ये अच्छा नहीं लगता, वो अच्छा नहीं लगता, बिल्कुल ना करो। और for our real development, स्वाद संयम is a great thing to be taught and to be learned by everyone, taught to everyone and learned by everyone. Therefore, the last maxim I said, it is the hunger that provides taste. It is the love that provides value. It is the attitude that decides the value of the food, not the money and not the material itself.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। बस पुस्तक का इंफॉर्मेशन अगर चैट पर
yes.
डाल दें तो बहुत अच्छा है।
आहार शास्त्र पुनरुत्थान विद्यापीठ ने प्रकाशित किया है। उसमें आहार के बारे में ये जो सारे नियम भी हैं, सारी प्रक्रिया भी है कि मसाले कैसे उपयोग में लाना, कौन सी चीज कैसे बनाना, ईंधन कैसा होना, पात्र कैसा होना, पानी कैसा होना, समय कैसा होना, फिर हमारी शारीरिक मानसिक स्थिति कैसी होनी चाहिए, समय कौन सा है, विरुद्ध आहार क्या है, कहाँ से हमें अन्न प्राप्त होता है, कैसे उसका विनियोग करना चाहिए, कैसे फूड प्रिजर्वेटिव्स कैसे होते हैं, ये सारी बातें उस आहार शास्त्र में दी हुई हैं। तो आप हमको केवल मैसेज कर दीजिए कि हमें ये पुस्तक चाहिए, इस पते पर भेज दीजिए तो हम भेज देंगे।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
जी हाँ, जी हाँ। It comprises of 400 A4 size pages. So I gave you the size. Yes, it is the size of the book. Yeah.
अगर ये इंडिया होम को आप ये किताब भेज दीजिए तो हम उनसे ले सकते हैं।
Yeah,
गीता,
please.
can you do
Yes,
that?
definitely we'll work on it. Yes. Let's see
Yeah.
how many you guys are interested, then we can do that.
Okay. Yeah,
No,
I am
Hindi-
interested. So if
Yeah.
you can
हिंदी
put
में
my
है,
My phone number is with Dr. Srinivas Rao.
हिंदी में है कि
हिंदी और गुजराती दोनों में है।
या
दोनों में?
हिंदी की चाहिए हमें, गुजराती में
Okay.
हिंदी हम तो हिंदी की
मैं
चाहिए।
मैं
તમે
गुजराती चाहिए।
Okay.
તમે
हमें हिंदी की
ગુજરાતી
चाहिए।
લાગો છો
हाँ जी।
હા તમે ગુજરાતી લાગો છો
नहीं, मराठी है।
मराठी है,
नहीं गुजराती है
नहीं
गुजराती
सरनेम से मराठी लगते हैं।
ગુજરાતી છો ને
ठीक है।
ત્રણ પેઢીથી ગુજરાતમાં રહેનારી મરાઠી છું.
मराठी
अच्छा
छू।
अच्छा हाँ
I'm as good as Gujarati. Yeah.
हाँ,
मैं
એટલે
तो
ગુજરાતી
सरनेम से
જાણો
समझ
છો
गई कि आप मराठी हो। और मुझे कहना है थैंक यू वेरी मच, बट आई एम ब्रॉट अप लाइक दैट। मेरी माँ थी, वो हमें ऐसे ही कराती थी, खाना खिलाती थी बिठा के, और वो गाय का और इसका तो ये नियम था कि गाय का, कुत्ते का, बर्ड्स को डाले, बाहर पानी रखती थी। पर पढ़ी लिखी नहीं थी, बट उनको ये शास्त्र सब पता था। So I'm so happy, I'm so lucky that I went through that.
કૌએ કે ડાલો પહેલી
हाँ,
રોટી કૌએ
yes.
કે ડાલો
Right.
It's not only the science of food, it is the science of life, and it is the science of good life and human
Yes.
life. Yeah.
आपने कहा कि ये मिक्सर और ये नहीं चलना, आजकल तो सब मशीन ही चलती है।
मैं तो कह रही थी कि आप लोग तो मुझे मारेंगे अगर मैं कहूंगी कि नहीं चाहिए, ग्राइंडर नहीं चाहिए। लेकिन मैं आपको बताऊं, पत्थर पर हाथ से पीसी हुई चटनी
Yeah,
का
Yeah.
taste
चटनी का
Right,
स्वाद
right.
ही अलग होता है।
अलग
Yeah,
taste
हमने किए हैं, लेकिन आजकल बच्चे तो सब एवरीथिंग इज ऑटोमेटिक।
माइक्रोवेव अच्छा नहीं है
ये नहीं, आई नो।
फिर भी उसके बिना चलता नहीं है।
All surrounded with a very ill healthful surrounding. कहीं से भी हमको अच्छी बातें नहीं अनुभव नहीं आती, मिलती नहीं। So we have to go for it. We have to cultivate our habits as far as possible. Of course, we are driven by such adversities that we have to find out our own ways.
पर अभी भी बंगाल में सब जगह में तो मसाला और पत्थर पे ही पीसते हैं, सूखा मसाला।
Those who want to go for really delicious dishes, go for this. Pressure cooker doesn't give you delicious khichdi. It is हाँ એ સગડી ઉપર પિત્તળની તપેલીમાં સીધી બનાવેલી ખીચડીની
ખીચડી.
નિશાન પ્રેશર
હા
કુકરમાં
હા હા એનો તો
सगड़ी
સ્વાદ
पर
જ અલગ.
पित्तनी
सगड़ी पर
तपली
रोटी करना भी अच्छा है.
अच्छा टेस्ट आता था.
So learn to eat. ગુજરાતીને કહાવત હે ને ખાધાની એ ખબર ન પડે એવું તો કઈ ચાલે?
नहीं था.
Are human beings, we are intelligent people, we have to develop our tastes, we have to cultivate our food habits, and and I always say भारत की भारत की भोजन की थाली में जितनी विविधता है और जितना स्वाद है, the variety of taste and the variety of recipes, so many types of chutney, so many types of papad, so many types of achar, pickles, so many types of namkeen, so many varieties, such a great variety of sweets, such great variety of even roti, such a great
Yeah.
variety of all these vegetables, chappan
Vegetable.
bhog. The
Chappan
Western
bhog.
world doesn't even dream of it, cannot even
Yeah.
dream of it. We have such a rich variety of all these recipes, and along with the taste and along with the nutrition, we never prepare delicious food without without considering nutritious value. Our people always say, देव दिवाली नहीं होती तब तक आंवला मत खाओ, तब तक गन्ना मत खाओ, तब तक बोर मत खाओ. क्यों नहीं खाना? It doesn't really have the taste of it, the real full value of it. वैशाख अक्षय तृतीया से पहले पका आम मत खाओ.
मत
क्यों
खाओ.
नहीं खाना? अरे
होली
उसमें
होली
कुछ
होली
नहीं
के
है.
पहले मत. होली आती है तो उसके पहले मत.
हाँ, न खाओ. और वर्षा हो गई तो अब आम मत खाओ.
मत
क्यों नहीं
खाओ.
खाना? अरे उसमें कीड़े पड़ जाते हैं, वो खाने लायक नहीं है, इसलिए मत खाओ. So our people, our simple, less educated people, lowly educated people know the values and the science. Without going to the nutrition colleges, they know about nutrition, they know about Viruddha Ahar, and they know about really the science of food, and they know how to prepare delicious food along with keeping in mind the nutritious value. We eat
Yeah.
so that we do not fall ill. हम बीमार नहीं हो जाते खाने से. And the last thing is we eat to live, not that we live to eat. Yeah. And still we eat very good, very rich and delicious food.
लकड़ी का खाना, सब्जी का खाना कितना अच्छा था.
घर का खाना, माँ के हाथ
हाँ.
का. ये तो भी भाग्य लगते हैं इसके लिए.
या
जिसके भाग्य में होता है उसी को ये
उसको ही मिलता है.
जिसके भाग्य में नहीं होता उसको मशीन का मिलता है.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Indumati जी, thank you for coming. And आप भी देख रहे हो हमारे सीनियर सब लोग आपका मीन्स बहुत ही एंजॉय किया. वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव, बहुत ही अच्छा था. थैंक यू so much, and definitely would like to have you back again. We'll contact Dr. Rao back to get you back. Thank you so much.